5. It's good to have you once again listening into this frequency 92.3 Nigeria Info. I am Kala Dakorubatabo. Yes, we're live on Facebook, Nigeria Info PH. We're live on YouTube, Nigeria Info PH. We're active on X, Nigeria Info PH. And we are taking the conversation a notch higher, like I always say. But before I go into the nitty-gritty, I should let you know I am Kala Dakorubatabo. And I would like to wish Awa Yusuf a happy birthday, belated happy birthday. I hope this year brings you all the joy and all the goodness that you rightly deserve. All right, that being said, I have my guest seated in the studio, and what are we looking at? We're looking at, the current conversation. Allocation to Rivers State blocked, according to a federal high court, pending, of course, the presentation of a budget before the Martin Amole-led assembly. Now, a lot of people have been reacting to it. Even the governor reacted to it yesterday. The governor said he is not paying too much attention to that ruling. He has asked his legal team to appeal. However, whichever the case, nothing will go wrong in the state as it relates to projects management, as it relates to payment of salaries and all the likes. However, I'm thinking basically how this will affect Rivers State, positively, negatively. I'm looking at it from the angle of development. I'm looking at it from the angle of security. I'm looking at it from the angle of health, education, basically giving the people the dividends of governance. I'm looking at it from that angle. And joining me to have the conversation is a lawyer, is also just give me a minute there, is also the President General, Initiative for Transparent Strategy and Good Leadership. All right, let's discuss, of course, the way forward. Welcome on the show, Chizi, Enyi, Esquire.
Good day, my dear brother. Good day, Rivers people.
Please, can you speak into the mic so we can hear you correctly and clearly?
I said, good day, my dear brother, and good day, Rivers people.
All right, so as a stakeholder in Rivers State, one who is, I believe, a politician in Rivers State, how would you describe that ruling by the Federal High Court, I think yesterday?
Ordinary in law is not a ruling, it's a judgment.
Okay, judgment. It confuses us, because I hear writ of summons and what's the other one now?
Okay, ruling is when the matter is partly heard.
Okay.
And judgment is the generality.
The generality of the matter. All right, thanks for that correction then.
Yeah.
So what do you make of the judgment? Let's go with that.
Yeah. What I make of the judgment is, as a lawyer, the judgment has been given. So it's not a subject of appeal. Just like the governor have said, he has directed that the matter be appealed. And, this type of case, you can't also execute it in full.
How do you mean you can't execute it in full?
Yeah, in as much as the appeal has been entered, you don't destroy the rest. If you stop the money to come into the state, it then means you have achieved your aim. The money coming into the state and is being used for projects will not in any way vitiate anything. It will not in any way do anything harm further because the money has been coming. It's just like in the case where I have an issue with you and the issue is pending in a court and the subject matter is land and you win in the court while I appeal. And if the court allows you to sell the land, it then means the rest has been destroyed.
But I've been told by other lawyers that there's a difference between cases like that and political cases. Okay. So now you are saying there is no full implementation of such cases, like the CBN. So what will the CBN do in this situation?
Ordinarily, from now and 18, 19, 20, when another allocation will come in, that's when all these issues will be determined, whether or not they will be able to transmit record of proceedings from the lower court to the Court of Appeal, and whether Court of Appeal will stay execution or not. That's why I don't want to talk much about it. But
no, I understand you don't want to talk much about it, but I really want to get your take on it, because if they're pending the stay of execution, what is likely to happen? Can you paint a picture for us?
No, what is likely to happen is that the allocation will be released pending the determination of the appeal.
That's what you think will happen?
That's what will happen, and nothing more.
So you're saying the CBN will still release?
See, let me tell you, the after effect of this matter, if is allowed to take place, even the court will not be able to curtail the excesses.
What excesses are you talking about?
Okay. This matter is now subject to appeal. Nobody knows when the appeal will end. Thereafter, it will go to Supreme Court. And if you say don't release the allocation they say don't release is not just only for Rivers State government. It includes local government.
Okay.
And what you're saying is that over 200,000 persons working both local government and Rivers State government should not be paid their salaries.
Mm-hmm.
Contractors should not be paid. Mm-hmm. And everything should remain stagnant. And you think the people does not have an option. This money belong to these same people. And you think they don't have option. And when they decide to take the bull by the horn, saying that our money should be given to us, I don't know how you will look at it. See, there is what they say, doing the impossible. It's part of this. When even the present administration was a victim, when Tinubu was a victim of circumstance, that wasn't a court order, though. It was the allocation was withheld by Tinubu, not the entire allocation. By Obasanjo. Not the entire allocation. It was that of the local government, arising from the then governor, who is now the president, creating local government development authorities. And Obasanjo said it wasn't a creation of law, and therefore he will not allow local government money to be used for creating another local government. He now withhold the fund. And the Supreme Court, the lower court, the High Court, the Court of Appeal, and finally the Supreme Court said, you cannot, for any reason whatsoever. Now, if you check the reason given by the
Supreme Court?
If you check the reason given by those who went to court, Martin Zamegule and his friends, those who went to court with him, what was their reason? That unless he present or represents budget to them. And now, what is too big about presenting budget? If the man had not presented budget, impeach him. If you think the man had not presented budget, impeach the man. Why saying that the state?
Could it be they are looking for a clear, yes, the Constitution says gross misconduct, but could it be they are looking for a clear gross misconduct to be able to impeach him?
This particular one is more than gross misconduct that you should say. If the man had not presented budget to you for a year now, impeach him now. So why going to court to say they should not give allocation to local government, chairman, and the states in general?
Okay.
So if you think the action is impeachable offense, impeach the governor
instead of
going to court
dragging
to say,
Rivers State
instead of witch hunting the entire Rivers people. Now you said you are an assembly member, you are representing Rivers people, and the same person representing Rivers people is saying don't pay pensioners, don't pay workers, don't pay civil servants and all that stuff, including contractors. The state should remain stagnant. So, of what essence do you take? What is even the evidential value of what you're doing as to Rivers people? What is it? You want to undo the man who has refused to present budget to you? Impeach him if you think you can't. Impeach him. They know that what they are just doing is a litmus test of getting advantage of the judiciary who are at the palm of Wiki.
No, but that's
I'm coming. Let me tell you.
I'm going to say this, Chizi, and I do like the fact that you're a lawyer, and you know what it means to
I said
allege
those. Yes,
heavily.
I said those. Even
I'm not talking about those now. When you say the judiciary,
I didn't generalize. I said those, the judiciary, those who are.
It's still an allegation.
It was yes, it's an allegation. The same thing happened before now in River State. You know that generally people say that River State is weakest supermarket.
But yet again, that's an allegation.
The same allegation has come up again now.
That is you
in Federal High Court.
That is you.
Are there no Federal High Court here in Port Harcourt?
That is you wounding the image of the judiciary.
I am not wounding. I said that's what people are saying, and people have started saying the same thing again. At the federal, if you check Femi Falana's letter to the Federal High Court judge, to the Chief Justice of the Federal High Court, he said, allow matters of Rivers State to be decided here at the Federal High Court, Rivers State. What is so much interest? Now let me even tell you, in this particular matter that judgment was given yesterday, what happened? The local government chairman felt that stopping the allocation will affect them directly, not even indirectly. The Argon sought to join. The judge refused to allow.
But was it going to really affect? I'm coming before you continue. Was it really going to affect the local government?
Sure.
Because Supreme Court does say that their monies are going directly to them.
But that process has not commenced.
Oh, okay.
That process has not commenced. That's what we are saying. That process has commenced.
Okay.
Hence, the people applied to be joined.
Okay.
You allow them, hear from them. The man refused. The judge refused. They applied to say the matter is now pending on appeal, so stop proceedings. He refused. Which other application was raised? The man refused and hear the matter immediately. He had the matter and adjourned for judgment. I'm coming.
Okay.
Other matters that were pending before the same judge for more than 6 months, 1 year now are there.
But I'm going. So I do have a commercial, but I'd like to put this to you. Now, I was told by a lawyer yesterday that there's a difference between originating summons and writ of summons, and that one of them does not require a defense, so to say, because there is no need for witnesses, and there's a way they argued it. I'm not a lawyer, but when we do come back,
but I'm coming. There are still originating summon matters before him that are pending for more than 6 months. So,
but do you agree that in originating summons, there was no need for Algon and the rest joining?
No, not at all. No, not correct. Okay, not correct.
We'll come back. We'll have a commercial break. When we come back, we'll talk about all of that. All right, I still have Chizi Enyi in the studio, and you're still listening to Hard Facts in 92.3 Nigeria Info. I am Kalada Kurubaswa, and it's my pleasure. We're looking, of course, at the court judgment. I've been told there's a judgment. The court judgment stopping allocations to Rivers State, and I've been told that it will be a problem implementing such an order or such a judgment, because it may just get Rivers people to react adversely, I've been told. Secondly, there is the possibility that there will be a stay of execution on that judgment by the appeal court. And of course, we were told yesterday that there's still the possibility that the Supreme Court also, I think the state government appealing what was said at the Court of Appeal, the Supreme Court may also go the reverse direction. And if that happens, that means it also nullifies the Federal High Court's judgment stopping allocation to the state. Welcome back, Chizi Enyi. Before the break, we're talking, is it originating summons where, as you've explained to me off air, allows for evidence to be submitted before the court in the form of an affidavit, correct me if I'm wrong, and then the defense replies, and then the matter is settled by the judge. Is that how it happens?
Yes.
So in this case, if the petitioner submitted an affidavit against the state government, do you think it was necessary for Algon, that's the local government chairman, to join because the matter was about presentation of budget?
No, very much necessary. If the matter is about the presentation of budget, then why saying that the money meant for the local government shouldn't go to them? Are they also part of the budget? Are they part of the budget? They are not. And if what is the subject matter is budget, and you know that not presenting budget is an impeachable offense, and you think you know that is right, that the governor refusing to present the budget, you have the right to impeach. Why not you go ahead to impeach the governor than stagnating and suffering Rivers people? It's obvious that the allegations that what the former governor wants to achieve is to have the allocation Glen and Senka to his control.
Why are you dragging? Why are you dragging? So my job is to ask questions when you talk. Why are you dragging the former governor into this? Because in all of the petitions, his name is not there.
On this matter, he is the beginning and the end on this matter.
Why you say
the problem in Rivers State starts from Wike and ends with Wike.
Well, Wike on Channels TV the other time said it has nothing to do with him.
Okay,
that it has everything to do between the governor and Martin.
The same Wike on Channels Television said he is not even sure that same will remain in office up to 2027.
Because
Wike,
because he's fighting against the political.
No, structure. because he's fighting, because Wike is fighting him, where he abused the governor and called him all manner of names, which nobody has addressed Wike so when he was the governor. So if you think that you want the good of Rivers people, let me even refer you to from 2015 to 2023 when Wike left office. Amechi was minister. And in all these times, did we fight? Did we do like this? Now, even the money Amechi spent in office that federal government was owing, Amechi made sure that money was paid during Wike's time. But when Wike was a minister, he refused that money to be paid. Then Jonathan was president. So we know all this, and Amechi allowed it. The reason is the interest of Rivers people. We must not stagnate the state because of you, one person, one singular interest, for no just cause. What is the problem? People said you want to collect allocation. Finally, you want the allocation to be stopped.
That's an allegation.
I'm coming. Okay. See, at this instance,
my job is to tell you an allegation.
At this instance case, what do you even think is allegation again? When you are a lawyer. Anything that cannot be proven is an allegation. And if you allege, you have the responsibility to prove. No, but his actions and inactions are suggesting so. The same man who said the governor is not leading well, the same man who said the governor has not presented budget, knows the way to handle the man who presented budget. That is the case. Now, I'm coming.
Okay.
The governor have said, if you listen to the governor, governor have said, my interest is not even so much in that allocation you're talking about, because I have salary generated that I will use to pay contractors and pay civil servants and continue my job. Now, if your allocation is just your problem and you will allow the man to remove, who do you think that truly you do well for Rivers people? There's no more thing again. He's not pretending anything he's doing. No wonder Faith Falana wrote a letter to the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, asking him to refer Riverted matters.
Could it be that can survive by 40% without federal allocation?
I don't understand the one you are not talking about, because the budget you are talking about, or we are discussing now, is the budget of 2024.
800. We're saying the same thing.
And this is what? Tomorrow is November.
I get
Just
you.
So what are you talking about?
Interesting.
So if tomorrow is November, it then means their interest is not the budget. Their interest is the allocation. Their interest is not presenting the budget. And even coming to talk about this whole issue, what happened? If you listen to the governor, he said they took advantage of his respect for the president. When the same people went to Justice Omotosho's court, and while the president said withdraw all matters, the governor went there, withdrew his counter affidavit, and they took advantage of that, and the man gave judgment.
Was that a misstep? Because I've heard about two lawyers say that was the wrong thing to be done.
Ordinarily, the governor respected the office of the president. However, don't also rule out the fact that these same people you are talking about are former House members who. The matter is still subject of litigation.
So we can't say former. Because I like what you said.
Hold on. Let me tell you why you should hook, line, and sinker address them as former members of the Riverted Assembly.
I'm listening.
They went to court before Justice
Okoro.
Yeah. Now, while the matter was pending there, the matter was transferred to Justice Laifu.
Okay.
Now, just yesterday, because they felt that they've gotten judgment that they should present budget to them. The essence of them saying they should present budget to them is not that they are House of Assembly members. And the matter before Justice Laifu is to legitimize their membership of the assembly.
True.
That the INEC should not conduct election.
Yeah.
That the Riverted House of Assembly should not declare their seats vacant.
True.
And now they have withdrew the matter. Is it not an evidence to you that the INEC can go ahead to conduct the election, since already Riverted House of Assembly, then led by Edison Enyi, has already declared their seats vacant?
Okay.
Which was why they went to court.
But
now they have withdrew the matter before the court. What I know is that they are getting ready for elections. That's just what I know.
So could it be they're getting ready for the elections of Victor Kujoma? Because remember, they declared those seats vacant, and I'll tell you why. Wait for the question. You're the lawyer.
Okay.
I'm just going to put out the facts I have.
Okay.
So now, the judgment did say, was it the one by the Federal High Court, the Motosho's Court, and then seconded by the Appeal Court, that everything done by Edison Enyi is null and void because Edison was never Speaker. So if the court did say that, then could we say anybody declared their seats vacant?
Now, what was before Justice Omotosho? I'm asking you. See, let me tell you.
I understand.
I'm coming. Get my question. I'm coming.
Okay.
That is not what was before Justice Omotosho was on the issue of presentation of budget. Present budget to us. That was what is before Justice Omotosho. Present this budget
before Martin.
Us. Before Martin Zamehule recognize us as those we present budget to. Now, that is not challenging their membership of the House. But I'm coming. Now, the suit today filed. They filed. The suit today filed, saying that the Riverted House of Assembly should not declare their seats vacant. And has been withdrawn by them.
I understand, but you're the lawyer, and I'm trying to see. I'm not a lawyer. I'm more of a. I'm trying to throw a question at you, and I want you to.
I said the judgment of Justice.
I've not thrown the question.
Did not legitimize their membership as assembly
I'm not arguing that.
So if you're not arguing that, then why are you talking about budget?
But I'm saying something. It says that everything done, and you're the lawyer, and the English I'm using is. I need you to pay attention to it. Everything done by Edison, which includes, in my opinion, and I might be wrong because I'm not a lawyer, the declaration of seats vacant is null and void. If that is the case, did anybody, that's the question I'm asking you, did anybody declare their seats vacant?
Let me tell you.
Okay.
If you read the version of the Constitution that talks about seats being vacant, it didn't even say their seat must be declared vacant. It said if you even defect, your seat You have even left that office.
But they talked about the speaker. I'm not once again a lawyer.
I'm coming. The speaker, you have even vacated your seat. The speaker will only do the needful, which Edison did. And let me tell you, that matter, just like we said, it was taken on the advantage of because the governor withdrew the matter. But now the same matter of their legitimacy is still pending before a high court, before a federal high court, as we speak. So until that matter is exhausted, they should not even be talking about the budget presentation and no budget presentation. If they are doing that now, the same people that went to court to say by affidavit we have defected. See, the problem I have is that I don't want to be referring to the likes of Martin Zamehule because of their insincerity of purpose. These are those who people elected to lead them, and publicly they came, said we have defected, given reason of division in the party where they have two national secretaries. They went before the president and told Mr. President, we have defected, protect us. And in the said proclamation they said the president made, part of the agendas was these people that defected to APC, allow them to decide where they will sit. My worry is that the international community is looking at our president to even be a liar. That Mr. President now presided over meetings of those who have not defected, but President deceived APC people that these people have defected.
Okay, so now what would you have? What would you have the president do? I don't have much time. Quickly on that question.
What I want the president to do?
What would you? Because you've mentioned the president.
If I am the president of Nigeria, I will arrest all of them. If I am the president of Nigeria, I will arrest all of them.
All right then.
And it is very unfortunate that they have come to reduce the office of the president of Nigeria to nothing.
All right, I can take two calls. So if you're listening, I want to take two calls just now. 0817 923 0002 0817 923 0003. Let's get your thoughts on this very matter. What are you thinking? You've heard my guest and his own interpretation of things happening in Rivers State as of now, and I'd like to get your reactions to that. Right? I'm waiting for the call screener to tell. I think I can just take one call. So please, if you can hear me, one call. I've got God's power. I've got God's power.
Yeah. Once again, I want to greet our guest in the studio.
Just go straight to the point. We don't have time. Straight to the point.
Let Chizi know that as a lawyer he is, you should always stand on the side of the law and not on the side of emotion. Chizi cannot tell me that the Martins Amewule, the case that was before Justice Omotosho, that was decided that same should represent the budget to the authentic House of Assembly members. That because they are not legitimate Assembly members, because the court have not said so, SIM should not represent the budget. And up to the appeal court, the court have also said that they should represent the budget. If actually Martin Amewule and the 26 members were not Assembly members, the court wouldn't have said so, that they should represent the budget before them. And I begin to wonder why Chizi will come on air and distort facts.
All right.
I want to tell
are you done with your thoughts? Because I think my time is up for you now, right? Hello? Anyways, moving on. Clinton from Bori. Clinton, straight to your thoughts, and let's use the time appropriately.
Kalada.
Yes, straight to the point.
I wonder, when I keep saying is that the problems we are having vis-a-vis river, so we should call a spade here. Obey the judgment. If you're going on appeal, good and fine, go on appeal. People are suffering, and these things keep lingering, and people keep coming on air to defend illegality.